So last time, everyone, we saw the group dispatch several monsters made out of nature itself. Imp-like creatures caked in mud that spewed and exploded the boiling dirt mixture, while vines and bark, imitating a caricature of a humanoid form, fired puncturing splinters at everyone and wrapped the group up in restraining foliage. After routing these creatures, you searched all around this old settlement named Umber, long since burned and destroyed by a volcanic eruption. You found a skeleton, and eventually followed it, finding it trying to get the attention of someone inside a building. A fight ensued upon revealing that the Wraithguard were working here, someone wearing bandages over the lower half of their face accosted you, and through a clever play, Xalia deceived the man by declaring that the party were recruits. Once inside the farmhouse, however, we learned just what sort of grim recruitment was about to take place. Mint was wounded during this scuffle, this kerfluffle, and wrapped in a necrotic energy that threatened to turn her into an undead abomination, but was healed at the last minute by Aloe. You triumphed and defeated Kai Praska, the leader of this group of Wraithguard, and now only two are left outside. And we move back to Karydin. You have just left the room that most of your friends were occupying and rushed up to this Wraithguard. Among the piles of rubble and eroded doorways, you can see your friend Lekai face down in the dusty stone. You're rushing up to this Wraithguard ahead of you. He seems to be squaring off. He's got this crisp blade in his right hand and he's ready for you. What are you gonna do?
Karydin's gonna move around behind him.
Excuse me.
And then take a swing with Kestrel.
Yeah, that hits. Quick as you like, you dart around him, feinting to one side and then going the other, whooshing, and give him a mean cut. That hurts a lot, but he yells in pain and he stumbles forward a few steps. And he turns around.
Gonna step away, taking the opportunity attack.
Absolutely, he's gonna swipe at you. With his nasty-looking Chris. Hiya!
Try it, nerd! Try it, nerd!
He gets a
that doesn't hit!
It doesn't hit?
I have 18 AC because of haste.
You were too schmoovin'.
Have you ever tried to hit someone that's wave dashing and or dash dancing? It's impossible. And with my second action, I'm going to use a potion of healing on Rye. Or
okay.
Lekai, I should say. Decent.
Okay. That's what it looks like as you place this potion of healing to Lekai's lips, or you just like pour it over him and then massage it in.
No, Karydin wave dashes behind this gray cloak, takes a swipe, cuts into him, wave dashes back, ducking under a swing, a retaliatory swing, and then, slides up to Lekai. While he's sliding, he's, like, going into his pack. He pulls out the potion. One hand opens Lekai's mouth, the other thumb pops the cork on the potion and pours it into the Tabaxi's mouth.
Alright. Then Lekai, you are brought back to life with the delightful cherry flavor of a potion of healing. Where your breathing was once slow and ragged, you are now alive. You are still on the ground, you are prone, but you're no longer dying. And, anything else, Karydin?
I believe that is all.
This Wraithguard is going to run up behind you, take a leaping strike, and try to plunge his Chris dagger into your form while your back is turned. Unfortunately, he sucks. and he hits his head on the doorway, and like he just kind of like bounces off the doorway like a pinball. Xalia, hello. Your group has just
so
defeated.
if I recall where she had been last, what she was looking like last, she was the funny man she decided to take the face of, except with a lot of dark, bug-like alien eyes underneath her, the mask, right?
Mm-hmm. You currently have the high score for numbers wise.
Cool. So, this guy, she's going to turn around and snap at him with the bug-like mandibles that she just makes out of thin air, because she's a fucking changeling.
He's looking pretty scared as well.
Well, we're gonna make him even more scared.
Oh no! Alright, so let's see. Clack, 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 clack go the bug mandibles.
Oh wow.
Oh no.
Except one thing real quick. He actually has advantage on these. Not much better.
Are we sure he had advantage?
He tried, but his. All right, so Xalia, you awaken the sense of mortality in this bloke, and as devoted as he is to his cause, you've definitely shaken him.
Alright, and she's gonna use her movement to just kind of slowly stalk up to him.
Oh no! He's like bringing his hands up.
And now it's Mint's turn.
Mint takes her turn to kind of like pat Aloe's beak. Thanks. I don't feel great.
Yeah.
Did we kick his ass?
We're just about done here. You'll be alright.
Okay. She's going to spend her time getting to her feet. She slowly gets to one knee, and then using the wall as leverage, she rises up, hurt, looks around, just taking stock of the situation. She doesn't really have a target to fire at. She doesn't really want to move. Rhyol. Oh, she will spend her action reloading her hand crossbows. That's what she does. Rhyol, you see the Tabaxi get to her feet. Xalia's marching towards the last Wraithguard in the room, who seems pretty put off by her. What would you like to do?
I mean, probably still just whack this guy.
You whack him, though.
Or not. Okay.
You usher towards Xalia, and as used to her antics as you are, it kind of like distracts you for a moment.
Yeah, I guess I just did my turn.
Alright. Lekai, hello.
Whoa.
You are back among the living. You're on the ground, your face is cool from resting against the dusty stone. You're hurt.
Lekai.
You're bleeding. What would you like to do, though?
Lekai is still kind of gathering his surroundings after the harsh reminder of him getting hit by the Chris dagger. Question: I need to get up before I can move when I'm prone, correct?
It costs half your speed to do so. So it'll, in essence, what that means is it takes 15 feet of your movement to get up.
Okay. Is that considered an action or just movement alone?
It's just movement.
Alright. Lekai being still dazed, is going to sort of get up and try and at least hide over in the corner to deal with the bandages, deal with the injuries he's gotten.
Okay, go ahead and give me a stealth roll. Alright.
Oh, what a
Shamble over
unfortunate roll.
you shamble over to the corner and attempt to conceal yourself. You find a nice little shadow to sit in. Gather your runes. Anything else you'd like to do? We'll call that your bonus action because you're a rogue.
Check something on this inventory. No, that is it.
Okey-dokey. This one is going to unsheath his scimitar and back away slowly. His resolve is truly shaken. Everyone that would like to try to hit him can.
Do we even have anything to hit him with? I have a short sword.
Yeah, you have the short sword you picked up off the skeleton. It's chipped and rusty, but we could probably smack somebody with it.
We're trying.
Better than me.
A 16 hits. Ouch.
And we're gonna make it look like it was a little stinger that stuck him.
Alright. Rhyol will say, like, you went to swipe at him, but Xalia's super eagerness gets in your way. And he's going to spend his turn leaving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's going to take the dash action and just get out of there. And he flees combat unless you guys really want to chase him down.
Look, nerd, I'm schmoving.
I think we want to chase him.
Alright.
And vibrating this entire time, man.
Alright, so you guys can hear the sound of footsteps and crunching leaves. Aloe. You have to smash Mint and get up. Of her own accord.
I would offer Mint my potion of healing.
Are you making her drink it, or are you offering it to her?
I guess I'm not making her, but I'm going to use it on her.
Okay. Sure. You splash Mint with her potion of healing. she heals spot. Wait, no, not half damage. She doesn't take damage from that. Hang on.
Make your dang healing potion.
Alright. Let's see. So you have Cure Wounds Stir, and now we're giving her a healing potion. She heals for 5 from it. Okay. She takes it and then kind of wearily drinks it. She's looking a little better, a little more amped. The potion of healing is restoring her energy. You can see the magic of the potion kind of closing up her wounds, and that necrotic energy is no longer there.
Cool. Then Aloe's gonna squeeze between here and not see Lekai, apparently.
Yep.
But I do see this guy.
You do. It's an action to give somebody a potion of healing, so you currently have a bonus.
Yeah, I know. Aloe's just gonna yell at him.
Okay. Are you gonna...
Hey! What's going on over there?
Okay. Make a performance check.
Performance.
Alright, I have noted this down.
Cool.
What else would you like to do?
Take one more step towards them.
Alright. You step out of the farmhouse, yell, "Hey!" Trying to get an answer to your question. And you take a forward step. Karydin, you also hear this.
Oh no.
26 will hit. A 13 will kill him.
Still vibrating.
Can't hear Aegis if he's talking.
Mm-mm.
It says he's AFK on the board.
Hello?
Hey, there you are.
There you
Hello.
Hi.
There we go. Okay. Sorry, I said I wonder if that hits, and then I have 60 feet of movement because of haste.
Meow.
Karydin zooms out. He heard the footsteps, right?
Yeah,
In this direction?
They're coming from your northeast.
Zooms around the corner. Oh, look! An idiot.
You can barely make him out through the mist. His form is a little shadowed, but it's obviously an idiot.
Okay. 2, 4. So that was 10, 15. So I've got another 35 feet.
Just enough.
Meow.
Quick as you like, you run up on him, and you are upon them in a moment.
And take another swing. Oh,
Oh,
what a whiff.
the geek does manage to get out of the way.
How?
The mist obscures
Weaving
you.
through those
Oh,
ruins,
true.
man.
All
Can't
right.
get a beat on him.
Can you imagine how terrifying it would be to be chased down by a vibrating Dragonborn that can run 60 feet in a couple seconds?
Yeah, he's gone. He's leaving.
The one that got away.
All right, we return to Xalia. I guess for all intents and purposes, you can do whatever you want.
Or, I mean, she's gonna just stalk out. Like, she's still deliberately, like, stalking sort of deal. 5, 6, and she's looking, significantly more insectoid because she can do that.
It's true.
And she's in Angie mode, so she's gonna laser beam this guy.
Hey-ya!
Oh no.
Do it.
She's
Oh,
not
no.
gonna laser beam this guy.
He's too obscured by the mists. It cuts our visibility so much we're unable to get a bead on anybody. Mint's gonna hang out and collect her bearings. Going up and down many times is not great.
I guess I'm just gonna start looking to see what skeleton face had on him, I guess.
Sure, make me an investigation check or a perception check or something else check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Hey, not bad. That's a solid 15. So, among Kyproska's effects are his gruesome jawbone. It's been bleached. There's no skin on it. It's really nasty because it's just a skeletal jawbone that was once part of him. He's got this gnarly-looking Chris dagger. Rummaging further, you do spot a teal and black rhombus of crystal. And also fallen from his neck appears to be a stoppered vial that, in its yellowish liquid, a gruesome eyeball bobs.
Yeah. Gross.
Eesh.
And then, of course, he's got his clothes and whatnot. You can take his jawbone and wear it as like a helmet or whatever. I don't care what you do. You can do whatever you
That's
want.
pretty metal, but I think I'll pass. I'll take the crystal.
Okay.
Onyx crystal, did you say?
Yeah. Oh, it's a teal and black, so not quite onyx. It seems to
Okay.
be made of its own stuff.
It's like it's a chess XD20.
Touching it, Rhyol. Obviously, something happens.
Okay.
Touching
good.
it, the moment you grasp it with your fingers, just it shoves information and techniques of how to weave the magical energies you never thought to try. All of it is just shoved into your brain, accompanied with the sound of thousands of pages turning. An icy chill invites you to use it and beckon upon the energies within it.
Did I just get a necromancer jobstone?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Alright.
Da-da-da.
Cool.
You get the sense that you can peer into this thing, but if you would like to use it, it would take a little bit of concentration during a quiet time.
Huh. Sure wish I had this before I used Speak with the Dead. Oh well. Alright, yeah, I guess that'd just be my turn. Just looking through this guy, trying to figure anything out.
Is that the only thing you're taking, or
Oh,
you want his clothes? I'm sure they smell great.
not particularly, no, I'll be honest. Not my style. I guess I would like to try and identify what's up with his vial, weird eyeball potion vial thing around his neck.
Okay, roll me some Arcana.
Is that, yeah, that's Arcana, right?
Yep.
Are we still in battle?
Yes.
Technically speaking, yes.
If you would like to be.
We're running down the stairs,
I mean-
beating him up.
I think unless literally you kill him on your next turn, he's gone.
I mean,
Lekai.
Well, here we can solve it this way. We've only had one dude to dispatch, and he wants to leave. Anyone who wants to run him down, roll an athletics check.
Oh wait, there's two. Oh wait, I totally didn't realize this other guy was still alive.
Could I take an opportunity check against him?
You have
Or an opportunity check? I
you
should
have
say.
advantage on your athletics check.
Oh, well, I guess I'll roll again just in case.
I doesn't even know he ran off, so it'll be better.
He has disadvantage on this. Okay.
I mean-
no, you guys win. You run him down and dispatch him, however you like. It's no sense dragging out the combat for it.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's see. So, who rolled? Karydin got him. Karydin, how would you like to dispatch this bloke?
Karydin wave dashes in front of him as he's running. You know, he turns around hearing the noise of armor scraping through the grass and leaves and branches and such. He turns around and doesn't see Karydin because he's already behind him at this point. He keeps running, and Karydin just sticks out a leg and trips him. So he trips over the leg, falls on his face, and then Karydin takes the opportunity to deliver the coup de grace.
The coup de grace is delivered with the excellent assist of Xalia's chilly hand just going like, okay.
Yeah, it's a thumbs up now.
Alright. And then we return to the muffled sound of the forest. As Karydin trudges back to the group. Rhyol, you rolled a what Arcana? A 17?
17.
Yeah, it's enough to figure out what this is. You've seen this a couple times during your business ventures. You haven't had the opportunity to attempt to sell any of these yourself, but you do recognize that it is a potion of clairvoyance. These potions of clairvoyances are nifty in that you can create an invisible sensor within range on a location familiar or unfamiliar to you, as long as it's obvious. And then it stays there for like 10 minutes as long as you concentrate on it, and you can choose whether to see or hear from it, and you can use the chosen sense through the sensor as if you were in its space. As your action,
Cool.
you can switch between the sense.
Weird.
Cool.
So you have that in your inventory now.
Did you add it or should I?
I thought I added it, but it looks like I just dropped it into nothingness. There you go.
Alright, cool. Thank you.
the music actually changes from now. We're now in this one.
Karydin, halfway through vibrating his way back, loses the effect of haste, I assume,
Yeah, probably.
because it's been a minute. And he just he stops, he slows down, takes one more step, falls to his knees, and then face plants in the dirt.
Oh, no.
There's a puff of mist as you go down. Just
You hear, everyone hears from to the northeast, just a loud, I'm okay.
Aloe's gonna do a double take, because about 2 seconds after he yelled at that guy, he just exploded into a cloud of red mist. And then some kind of blur vibrated past. And then walked towards the thud.
You see Karydin, face first in the dirt, just groaning.
heaving. Heaving.
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah, extremely tired, like heavy labored breaths, you can hear it.
Aloe's gonna kinda lightly slap him on the cheek. You okay there, bud?
Coffee sucks.
Where's Lekai?
He should still be in that place. Yeah. I gave him. He's on his feet. I gave him a potion, but
On his feet?
yeah, he wasn't
What in the
doing
world
good.
happened in there?
They kind of turned on us. That's why I figured y'all were in the same. So
You
I
just
took.
left him in there?
I could come back. He could handle it. I mean, he couldn't.
Alright,
He could handle it.
well, as long as you're both okay.
We're okay. I need a minute though.
Take your time. Aloe just
You got
walks
it.
away. Lekai?
Make a perception check.
Okay, stop.
Wait, who makes a what check?
You make a perception check, please,
Okay, cool.
because Lekai is stealthed. Yeah, you notice some. You hear some rustling in the back corner behind you.
Cool.
You turn, maybe prepared for a Wraithguard, but nope, there's the guy. He looks a little bloody. He's got like blood in his fur and a little disheveled, but he's definitely on his feet as described.
Lekai?
Lekai is pretty heavily dazed, but he manages to hear Aloe's voice and looks over. Hey,
You need anything?
I need a couple minutes. Hey, one of the Wraithguards got me really good.
Take care of yourself, buddy. We're all fine. Everyone's outside, just about. There are no more Wraithguards left.
Lekai just sits down and then says, I'll be out there soon. Just give me a few minutes.
I was gonna give him a slightly concerned look, but take his word for it and head back outside.
Aloe, while you're in
Bailey
there-
is like bug licking herself.
Cool.
What was that, Accel?
While you're in there, since it's the first time that you're in there, you do notice the huge table with rows upon rows of nasty, ceremonial-looking, wavy crystalgers.
Okay.
And now you see Xalia. Just doing her thing.
Aloe's just looking.
Let's see here. Rhyol, to give you and everyone else just a review of this farmhouse that you're in, since soon after you were here, you were immediately attacked. So here you are in this...
Actually, we attacked them.
You're correct. Oh, that reminds me. That I of something that you don't necessarily need to know right now. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
So here you are in this.
Rad.
So here you are in this small farmhouse that a combat just took place in. There's tables, chairs, and crates along the walls of various sizes, repair, and comfort. On the ground in the center of the room is an ominous magic circle drawn in blood, because of course it is. Shoved up against the back corner is a table with a few things on it, though. You were next to that table, as Kyproska was originally standing on it, so like his remains are now on this table. That you see now, since there's nothing to fight anymore, you see a pair of glasses that are broken right down the middle. There is and two notes. And you move Kyproska's effects away. Like, take him
I just kind of just like wipe him off the table.
unceremoniously drop him off. You also find a single diamond.
Whoa.
Oh, hey.
What? Hey.
Lekai slowly gets up to his feet and starts making his way out. He's not dead.
Oh no, he's dead.
All of them are dead.
Everyone's dead except
It had the small icon. Okay, I didn't see it.
Karydin.
And then so you find those two notes as well, Rhyol, as your group composes and compiles themselves behind you.
We definitely read those notes.
Okay, I'll get to I'll let you know what they say when the rest of the team is.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, Karydin picks himself up off the ground. Gets into a sitting position, like legs crossed, hands on both knees, or hands on each knee. Takes a deep breath and stands up. And makes his way over and sees Lekai up, and I'm very sorry. I thought you could handle the two that were in there, and I took off, and I'm glad you're okay.
It's Lekai still holding the wound from the stab. It's okay. They managed to get me when I wasn't paying attention. Just glad that whoever was able to get there fast enough.
Whoever. It may have been me. Remember that potion that we paid for, the one with coffee in it or something? Can't remember what Apple said. I took that, and I was kind of in two places at once. It was a time.
Oh, that was me.
That was
you.
That was me.
You don't look too good yourself. Are you sure that potion was fine?
Yeah, I'm feeling better now, but I think the exertion caught up to me once it wore off. I had to kind of run from one building to the other and back again, and then down the road, and then I ran a pretty big distance in under a couple seconds. It was
I'm surprised that you're still standing now.
I wasn't before. But is everything okay in there? I had to get back and check on Lekai before I could really make the situation too much better. I mean, given that, Karydin was addressing Aloe there, and
okay.
Given that you're out, I would assume everything's all right. But
It went a little rough for a little while, but Mint's okay, and Rhyol's still in there with her.
that's good.
Xalia makes noises at you.
Karydin is way too exhausted to be surprised.
I was gonna turn, eyes kind of wide.
Xalia makes a good point.
When they're right, they're right.
Karydin is going to begin trudging towards the farmhouse to check on Mint and Rhyol.
I follow suits
Okay.
very lazily.
Aloe's gonna.
Xalia's gonna tag along eventually.
What did you say you were doing, Aloe?
And the other
She's
way.
tagging on. Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Aloe?
Is heading the other way to check out the other building.
Okay. You are in the building where there were once 4 Wraithguard. Now there are only 3. And this seems to be some sort of cottage. Perhaps in better times, it was in use as a weaver. There's a broken loom in one of the corners, and there's just heaps of wreckage and rotted linens that are littering the interior of this ruin. It has now been replaced with a single table that holds way too many wavy, evil-looking daggers. The daggers are in alarmingly good repair and upkept rather well. They're shining. They're straight. Sorry, not straight. They're sharp. There's got to be at least 20 of them.
Do they all look the same, or?
The hilts are the same. The blades are not. What's the word? The blades are not congruent with each other. So like the wave is different. Where it might be like right on one dagger, it's left on the other where it starts, and that sort of thing. The hilts all do have some ominous depiction of this, like an undead, not an undead, like a bony skull in the hilt where the dagger is coming out of the skull's mouth, and then the hilt is bony, and then the actual handle is a silver metal wrapped in gray.
Okay, cool.
And they all look like this.
Aloe's gonna take one of them and turn it to face the wrong way.
The wrong way?
I assume they're kind of aligned.
Oh, yeah. Like they're all
Yeah.
like kind of dagger point facing the door, I guess.
Okay, cool. Turn one of them around.
All right. You have accomplished your goal.
Sick.
What else would you like to do?
uh,
Nothing happens.
just do a quick sweep of the rest of the room.
Okay.
Like look around.
Satisfied with your mischief, there doesn't really seem to be anything. Oh, actually, never mind. Give me a perception check.
Will do.
Let's see. That translates to an 18. You find a. No, it's just the table of daggers.
Okay. Then how about these corpses?
Okay. The corpses. These are your standard Wraithguard fare. Like they've each got a kriss. These guys are also equipped with scimitars, and of course they're gnarly looking. Not gnarly. I keep saying gnarly. because gnarly is a gnarly word. And they're excellent gray cloaks. These seem slightly differently fashioned, as if they are part of a different group. Instead of being a whole mantle that cascades all the way down, the long part is in the middle, and the sides of the cloak are sort of cut above the elbow to enable a bit of a better range of motion. They also have these kind of weird masks that protect the upper part of their face. But they've got the Chris daggers. That they don't really have anything else that they've been provisioned with, unfortunately.
Huh. Alrighty.
Right as you exit, in the corner of your eye, as you're still casting a gaze out around this old weaver's cottage, and you do spot a set of weaver's tools, and I have added them to your inventory.
Neat.
These do seem pretty intact. There's a set of thread, needles, scraps of cloth. It's a wonder how you managed to find it intact and usable when the rest of the living center has been rotted away. All right. I imagine you go back to the rest of the group?
Yeah.
Okay. As Aloe steps in, Rhyol, you have just been preparing to present your findings to the group. Mint's been here with you, kind of gazing over things, and you have 2 notes. You've been able to read them yourself, and then take that information in, and then now you have the opportunity to tell them to the whole group if you choose to. I will send you the notes. One of them reads that. And then the other one reads this. As you all walk in, you can see Rhyol reading these documents. One's looking hurt in the side. She's making various grunts of understanding.
Yeah, sorry. Just trying to make sure I understand these correctly. Okay. It seems Proska here, kind of point to the corpse next to me, was receiving messages from multiple people. One of them just on, our actions with the rustlers and our freeing of Amaretto. With the same black salamander signature. But curiously, this other one, I do not know who it's from, but claims that the black salamander is no longer their ally. To quote, she has stolen back the copy of the map she lent to us, presumably led a group of mercenaries to me to restore our king to his righteous glory. I will tail her secretly. No doubt she will lead me directly to the forge. No signature.
No signature.
Just
I see.
just put that in the general there. Actually, that's curious.
That is curious. Good to know the salamander is a woman rather than a man, though.
I guess that is some information. We had literally nothing to go on before. But
Indeed.
for them to have fractured off of a group that until now it seemed like they were commanding is rather odd.
I think what's more interesting is Salamander is one entity instead of a group, which we thought it was a group beforehand.
Yeah, definitely. To restore our king. I mean, that's. I will tail her secretly. Who could this be?
Wasn't
Well, it seems that they're looking for the forge, so that's good. But it seems the salamander themselves knows where that forge is, so that's not good.
wasn't Galway talking to someone about a map?
That's right. And the person we saw stealing the map, the one who teleported out by throwing their cape, creating that
Mhm.
portal, that may have been the salamander. Which means that the salamander is most likely going to, or has already been at the forge. We may need to get word to Amaretto and Sig.
Wait. How would I think the person who teleported might have been the person who wrote this letter, not the salamander. Because otherwise, how would they have? Assuming the group of mercenaries would have been us, who would have written this letter? Because we killed everyone there. So, I don't believe that makes sense. This makes more sense if this was the person who teleported away, and then somehow the map they had was then stolen by the salamander. More questions.
I can't see any other possibilities with the information we have. Of course, that doesn't mean we have the full picture.
No, we don't. But that's either way. This isn't. None of this is what we're really here for. And, there was nothing out of character. There was nothing that indicated where they would have taken Mint's husband, right?
No, there's nothing that like you didn't hear them say where they would be keeping anybody.
We just know they have him somewhere.
Yeah, and yeah, so you didn't hear them say anywhere where they would be keeping people, and like there's no indications or anything of like a holding facility. There's only the places that you haven't visited yet.
Okay. Well, I guess Karydin and Lekai, you wouldn't, or I don't think you would. I don't remember at this point if you were in the room or not when it was said, but we know they said they captured a Tabaxi. We don't know where. They just said they had him somewhere. So,
Is it a Tabaxi that we know of? That's news to me.
Unless there's just a high amount of Tabaxis in this area, it's most likely Mint's husband, but...
Mint cocks her crossbow loudly, and we're going to find him.
We need to go find him, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's a few places that we haven't looked already.
Yeah.
He's got to be in one of them.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Just keep looking. They had him somewhere.
I just hope he's not in the building that also has the dragon.
Right. I don't think we're in any condition to fight the dragon right now.
For the dragon's sake, I hope he's not in there.
I know we're on a bit of a tight schedule, but do you all want to take a break first?
I mean,
Some time to catch my breath would be appreciated.
I didn't get hit. I'm good to go. But if y'all need a second to breathe,
Well,
Yeah, Mint, just 5 minutes. We can all
more like an hour.
catch our breaths, get ready, and then we can find your husband. Okay?
Honestly, Mint, it seems actually mechanical question. Does exhaustion get removed with short rest,
No.
or is it only long rest?
Only long.
Okay, darn. Hmm.
Min does look
Cool.
like she could use a rest, though. I mean,
She needs some real sleep, but
she needs
mechanically, it's not going to help.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, honestly, I do think just a quick moment to collect ourselves might be of use.
I think it's... I'm assuming that you guys have already looted the dead bodies in here.
I mean, technically, I only looted that guy, Proska, but I mean that's that's just a undead sort of corpse at this point, and I mean, if you really want another wavy Chris, I'm sure the other guy has one.
Well, I was more interested in trying to see if there's any healing potions we could find, or at least anything of use outside of Wavy Chris.
Go ahead, be my guest. I only just searched the one.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna search both of them.
Okay. An investigation check.
Two of them, right? Or just one?
Just one. So you,
Okay.
you check both of them, and as Rhyol guessed, pretty much all that's in here is just some leather armor that you guys have stabbed and ruined by now. They each have a wavy Chris dagger, and they're also armed with a scimitar, this funky mask over the top of their heads, but no potions of healing. Or really anything else. They just have these armaments and these equipments.
Lekai takes the Wavy Chris and throws it into the stone out of frustration. Damn it.
Told you.
Well, if we have anything, we should at least get patched up before we go into any other fights.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't look like I'm the only one that took a pretty big hit out of this fight. Looks over the mint.
Yeah. Wherever he is, I'm sure he can wait 30 more minutes. He survived this long.
Mint says, "Excuse me?" Listen, you guys can wait, patch up, lick your wounds if you want, but Kirsch is still out there. I'm going to find him. I'm not stopping. And she leaves.
Mint.
Well,
And
she
you're about
leaves
to
leave.
pass out.
Xalia is going to move to the door and just kind of sit in the way, right in the middle of the way.
So
She's gonna make herself big too.
Min walks up to you. Xalia, please get out of the way. I have to find him. There's so
She's gonna
much.
shake her head.
There's so much in this forest already that we've defeated. Who knows if he's just being eaten by one right now? And if I were to leave, I could find him and prevent that from happening.
She's gonna
Karydin.
shake her head.
Karydin speaks up. And if you leave now, and you die before you even find him because you pass out in the middle of the forest and the spider eats you, is that worth it? How do you think Kirsch would feel about that?
Make a persuasion check. With advantage.
Oh.
Because Xalia's helping. Oh. Mint pulls out her hand crossbow. It is loaded, and she points it at Xalia. Xalia, please get out of the way. If that spider that Karydin is talking about is eating Kirsch instead of me, then there's problems, and I have to change that.
Do not have sleep prepared.
You can see there's a certain fire in Mint's emerald green eyes.
I need to make a save to see if she does something stupid.
Alright.
Okay, she's not gonna do something stupid. She isn't going to move out of the way. She is instead going to not move her face, she's going to extend her neck and put her face directly on the crossbow bolt and just stare at Mint.
Look, you're not going to just fight your way through everything, especially in your current condition.
Xalia, make an athletics check.
Alright,
Or acrobatics, your choice.
I'd prefer acrobatics.
Mint. Isn't that technically a disadvantage though, because she's exhausted?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
No sleep.
Natural 20 on the second one? Hold on. What is... It would be shove aside, which is slightly different. Oh, it's just automatic disadvantage. I'm going to give her one more roll to see if she fails, because exhaustion plus disadvantage, I think she means something. Alright,
But
fine.
hi. Oh no.
Mint goes and tries to shove you aside, but she doesn't drop her crossbow and like swing it back to her side in time, and it gives you time to prepare, and you stand your ground and use leverage and to make sure you don't move anywhere. She can't do anything in her exhausted form, and she looks around at you all, just shrieks in frustration.
If you can't even push
I'm gonna give her a hug. I'm gonna give her a hug.
She's going to make a wisdom saving throw.
Mm.
Alright, fine. Your cooldown hug succeeds.
Give her a pat on the back.
Mint's crying by now through tears of frustration and forlornness. It's obvious why.
What is the real thing? Sorry?
Nothing. I'm not gonna say something. But
And she finds a relatively comfortable seat that only has 7 cuts in it. And sits down in it and prepares to rest.
you all can take a rest. I'll stand out and take watch.
Okay. If you're taking a short rest, you can do whatever you like, including take a short rest. You can roll your hit dice, recover, do whatever you what else you like to do during a short rest, but it's part of your class features, or interact with any of the items that you have in your inventory. Nick's going to heal a bajillion damage because she spent all of her hit dice.
Short rest button.
Okay, cool.
Okay, she also gets that back, that back.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hey, nice roll there.
Mm-hmm.
And she gets those back. Cool. All right. Doing anything special this short rest?
Karydin is once again redoing the runes on the hilt of Kestrel. It's difficult to inscribe the runes and also, keep the magic of Kestrel, but he manages it.
Lekai is using some leather that's ripped off of, or some torn leather off of the Wraithguards to kind of makeshift bandage himself up.
Xalia's reading.
Oh, I'm gonna defeatedly swap back to Mason's tools.
Beat the Tabaxi stuff.
Let's go from alchemist supplies back to Mason's tools, because the one time I didn't have it was the one time I needed to break out of a fucking wall.
I think Aloe spends most of the break trying to scrape some of the mud he got on himself as a hyena off. It's not hugely successful.
I think that is just part of the hyena form, and it doesn't go back to you unless you want it to.
Then I want it to.
All right, yeah. Whatever you say goes. So yeah, you're trying to scrape the mud off. Let's see. Anybody doing anything special? Rhyol, are you checking out that that new amulet you found? That
I guess,
would require a thing or concentration on it. And if anybody else has anything else like that in their inventory that they want to examine during the short rest.
Yeah, sure. I will do that.
All right. So for Rhyol, this amulet is fashioned from it's like a single crystal shard. It's got a hemp rope tied around it. It's like a dull, cold crystal, and it sits really heavy and leaden in this sort of makeshift loop. Clearly saturated by over the course of your short rest, you find out that it is saturated by a certain elemental plane, the Shadowfell, saturated by the Shadowfell's despair. And in it, you find that you're able to kind of focus your mind on it, and you're able to turn pages that are not there, pages of information, pages of spells, and this effectively functions as a spell book if you were a wizard, or a spellcasting focus while you hold or wear it, and it contains all of your spellcasting knowledge. And in addition, you can try to cast a cantrip from a cantrip that you don't know from the Warlock spell list.
Oh, whoa.
And if you succeed on a DC 10 intelligence check, or rather an Arcana check, you succeed and you cast the spell. If you don't, the check fails, and so does the spell. An action used to cast it is wasted.
Okay. Is there a limit to how many times I could cast that cantrip?
No.
Oh, okay. It's just like, okay. So
Just if you fail.
Ah.
We'll induce a limit on it. We'll put 3 fails. 3 fails per day.
Okay. Fair enough. And
And
only...
the magic of the crystal will shut you off.
Okay, and any warlock?
Any warlock
Cantrips?
cantrip that you don't know.
Whoa. Yeah, I don't know any of them.
And that's what you can do through that. It is an action to do so, and it is technically the cast a spell action.
Yo, I could cast True Strike.
Heck yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
During this short rest, I would also like everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
Cool.
Oh yeah, because of the forest. Oh.
You're still muted.
Was this everyone makes a wisdom save? I was away for a second
Yep.
grabbing water.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. So everyone but Rhyol, something happens. All of you, as you're resting and getting your bearings, you're relaxed and vulnerable for a moment, and something spooky happens. Xalia, the hair rises on the back of your neck for a moment as you feel just an icy chill just go up your spine, as if someone is just dragging a cold fingertip up.
What hair?
The hair that you would have if you weren't an insect.
Okay.
Instead, it's just a chill.
Okay.
The Rhyol, the mists shiver and twist into this familiar form that you can see some 40 feet out. It lingers for a moment and then dissipates. And then Lekai and Aloe, as you guys are... Lekai, Aloe, and Karydin, as you guys are resting in this area, you can hear the dull scraping sound against stone from outside on the other side of the wall. You can hear this. It reaches your ears.
Bailey is gonna start clawing at the space behind her neck.
Which direction do I see like this
Something
illusion
like-
of? Wait, actually, do it? Didn't you say I passed that saving throw? So do I see
oh
them?
yeah, sorry, not Rhyol then. Rhyol,
Okay.
you're chilling. You're big chilling.
Must have been the wind.
Yeah. For a moment, you see this thing, but you're like, yeah, it's just the wind. Go away. weird form, and then it obeys.
Okay. I'm looking at more lock spells.
And this is as we're resting.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Rhyol's like, don't bother me, I'm busy. The form's like, okay, I'm sorry.
What about Mint?
What about Mint? Let's roll a check for Mint.
Mint's too frustrated.
Mint's good.
Mint's too frustrated.
Mint is extremely focused.
You can Mint's just in the corner seething. Okay, and that's what happens as you guys come out of this 30 minutes that you spend catching your breath, getting bearings, tending to your hurts. And back to you guys. What would you like to do? There are a few places you haven't been. Just as a review, there is a building with a closed door right next to this farmhouse. And to your north, you can make out what might be a town square with many buildings just past the Weaver Cottage that you were going to. And then to the northwest are many places that you have not visited either. We're not quite able to make out what their purpose might be. You saw a sign hanging next to one. And of course you're aware of where the large tower is. And then by this time, the relaxing moonbeam and dissipates from the area as well.
Karydin stands up, goes over to help Mint to her feet, and says, "Okay, that's the last thing. Now we're finding Kirsch."
Let's. And she walks out.
Al is gonna kind of stumble outside. Rhyol, did you see anything out here?
Nope, it's all clear. Just a bunch of smoke or mist and grass.
Did you hear anything?
No. No, nothing.
We, at least I don't know. I heard something scraping behind the house. It may be more of those plates. I think we should get moving.
So should I.
Oh, okay. Well, let's move around. I was thinking we could check this building right in front of us, and then sort of do a, I guess, counterclockwise sweep around the rest of the buildings we haven't checked yet.
Sounds good to me.
Just go north and then east. Just, efficiently. Just check them all.
Any objections, Mint?
No. Seems fine to me.
Gotcha.
Lekai, pardon me. Right as you exit, I need one more wisdom saving throw from you. As you are the last out. Alright, Lekai, as you start heading for the door, you hear some chattering in your left ear. Looking around, you can see the cloak and clothes of Kyproska kind of moving around, and then the chattering escalates into this kind of chuckling, and the cloak moves more and more, and then it erupts into this ruckus, cacophonic laughter of just ha 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 ha, and the jawbone floats above Kyproska's clothes and just starts flapping as if part of an unseen jaw, just laughter echoing throughout the farmhouse. And then it just there's a quick burn of this teal turquoise flame over the jaw, and it falls back on top of the clothes.
Lekai is going to, after seeing that, bolt out of the door.
You good for that, Lekai?
Yes and no. I remember that we're in this terrible place. Let's get moving.
Okay. 1 second, dog is being loud.
The pub. You hear a dog barking in the distance.
Listen, saving throw for dog bark. Also out of character. Aegis, that was some really, really good aiming while you were vibrating. That's the rest of me.
Yeah. I got very lucky.
I was just thinking, I was like, how is he able to at least like get the whole entire potion without spilling anything? That's
Very, very fast. Very, very cool.
amazing.
Okay.
This is not working.
I see Min's
Okay.
turn. Alright. What would you guys like to
Yes.
Rayleigh's kind of following the group and still swatting at the back of her neck.
We can technically pass through these grass,
do? Yes.
right? Okay. So just, quick check this building.
Okay. You open the door and I need a dexterity saving throw. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, what? Like, actually, or no?
No, I'm kidding. But you open the door and you look into this. Does anybody have any light? Because it's dark in here.
I mean, I can make some.
Okay. Shink, easy enough. Using your favorite technique.
Mm-hmm.
With some beads. Explosive beads.
A little bit of dancing light,
Okay.
light up the room, even though I have dark vision, but, for all the other plebs.
Okay. So you cast your dancing lights. Sort of, 4 little globules of light move in here to illuminate this what you find used to be a shop. This ruined shop is cluttered with just sagging storage shelves and broken furniture everywhere. There's shards of glass and pieces of pottery that are just kind of glinting in the light that you produced. There's weeds and rubble next to these rotted books and casks. There's tables that are strewn with what must be reagents for spells and concoctions and stuff. The shelves that once contained many a book on horticulture, but are now unreadable masses of rot. As you cascade your dancing lights in here, you illuminate 3 skeletons. They slowly turn to stare at you idly.
Oh, God.
Each are armed with standard skeleton armaments. A chipped sword and a shield, maybe. They don't immediately make a move towards you. They just stare with their empty, void eye sockets. Make noises.
Oh, so they're like actually animated skeletons.
Oh yes, these are standing skeletons.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
They're armored up and everything. They're
Got it.
making like skeleton undead noises at you. They're all armed. They don't seem to make a move towards you just yet.
But they're looking right at me,
Yeah,
right?
they're staring at you.
Okay. Definitely would be surprised by that.
Absolutely a little unnerving for anybody. Just have 3 walking undead skeletons just stare at you.
Yeah, Rune would kind of like put her arms up to like, guard against blows. And then just keep waiting for a blow to come and then sort of, and then sort of see, notice that none are coming. Are these...
Skeletons haven't moved. They just
vibe in.
stare at, or maybe even creepily through you.
It's concerning. Is there anything unique about these skeletons compared to like
Make a perception
Any other
check.
ones? Okay.
These are absolutely skeletons. That in itself is a little unique.
Well, I mean, we've been around a lot of necromancy, so
not in the past week, of course. They seem to just have regular skeleton attire. Like all the ones that you've come upon previously seem to match the description. Just armor from another age, leather, shield, busted rotting wood.
Okay, I guess what I was getting at was were any of them because the skeleton of Skyrim's brother was well more equipped than the average skeleton warrior.
Okay. To skip to the end, then no.
Okay. I kind of I would kind of just move out of the way, see if they're still looking at me, or do they just keep staring?
They're not
forward?
looking at Xalia and Karydin.
Xalia's
Gone
going
from
to
the site?
Just moving in and out to see if they're following me or what's going on here.
So when the skeleton looks at her,
they resume looking at you. But yeah, Xalia.
so she made this guy and grew bug parts out of him. So if the skeleton is looking at her, she's going to remove the original guy part, so she's just half an exoskeleton.
Okay.
And just stare right back at the skeleton.
Okay.
She's kind of dripping a little bit. Huh?
You and the skeleton initiate a staring contest. Only time will tell who the victor is.
Okay. Anyway, continue, Rhyol.
Karydin steps to the door and shuts it.
Lekai speaks up. Something in there?
No. We should keep moving.
We should leave. Okay.
Kirsch isn't in there. Nothing to see. No trouble. Let's just get going.
Oh, actually, sorry, I got a little excited. Rhyol, you got a 19 on your perception check. You also noticed that there is a little wooden case, kind of halfway out of a hidden compartment beneath the storage shelves. It looked a little curious. The curiosity being, there is a hand wrapped around it.
Okay.
I checked my notes and I was like, oh wait.
Sure. I think I'm fine with how this is happening. It's whatever's in there, I guess, can wait. I don't know. Yeah, it's not important. Let's just continue searching. Very strange. There's nothing That's very weird. That is so strange. I'm very curious why, but that will be just something Rhyol will just sort of think to herself on.
Okay.
Let's just gotta chew on.
Alright.
Karydin steps in line with the rest of the group.
Guess they must have just she sort of muttered to herself, I guess since all the necromancers commanding them are dead, they just stand still waiting for an order, as she just sort of continues on.
Lekai takes one look into the room now, and then keeps moving to catch up to Rhyol.
Make a perception check, Lekai. Something seems off as you glance into the room.
Lekai,
Like as you,
Yeah.
it's not like apparent what it is. It's just like you look in, and it's like it's double take inducing. It's like, wait a
Mhm.
minute, what?
After Lekai caught up to Rhyol, he's going to go back into the room to check his hunch.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything? As Mint follows Rhyol, hand crossbows akimbo.
Xalia's gonna scrabble at the door.
Aloe's following Rhyol, but pretty far behind, looking over his shoulder a lot.
Okay. Scrabble. You succeed in making scratching noises at the door. You are met with scratches from the other side. They respond to you. Scratch. They're
She's
communicating.
gonna start trying to scratch communicate.
You were communicating with the other side, figuratively and also literally.
She's going to start making in her head a very extensive scratch communication code. She does not understand if the skeleton gets it.
Oh no. Lekai is going to have a dagger in his hand just to be prepared and look around the room for anything.
Okay. Lekai, you look around, and there is a noticeable gap in the arrangement of the daggers, the Chris daggers. As if one of them is missing, but I mean, nothing seems out of the ordinary. They're all arranged perfectly, exactly like one another, but one of them seems to be gone.
Wait. Isn't Aloe?
You're not there.
Yeah.
Lekai's thinking back to when Karydin and him were in the room initially, and then he's going to walk out. And Karydin, did you happen to notice anything about the Chris daggers?
There were a lot of them.
Was the table completely full with daggers?
Yeah. What's up with the daggers?
There's a dagger that's missing. We might have someone still lingering around here.
Okay. I will keep an eye out. And from now on, Karydin is going to be very cautious as he walks around.
Okay. Xalia, your communication friend on the other side, has scratched out, according to your cipher, pants chicken with the clue tree, put a bagel on it.
She's gonna illusion a bagel and like push the illusory bagel through the door.
Okay. Who knows what they're doing?
That's all she's doing. Like,
Okay.
You hear some extra scratching but it's more like on the ground rather than on the door.
okay.
Okay. For like these two ruins, are they just like completely open? Like there's no actual walls?
Yeah, there
Okay.
are walls, of course, but it's not high enough to prevent you from seeing. As you arrive at the town square, a couple of these, these, we're not trying to say, what's the word? Building. These buildings.
Foundations.
These ruined buildings have just been reduced to foundations. So they're maybe like a foot high, 2 feet high. And you can see clearly into them. As As the group walks up to the town square, there's just encroaching underbrush everywhere. That it seems like it has yet to engulf completely the square. Probably owing majorly to the dirt paths that are leading to each building. So the lane opens up, and then there's several ruined buildings that are surrounding the square. There's a larger intact structure to the north that looks like Lekai. You recognize this looks like a barracks. It's pretty one-size-fits-all, these buildings, so you immediately recognize that. There is a lane that leads that you are coming up from, which is the southeast. And then there's one to the southwest that goes to the hill of the middle town, and then that one meanders north. Yeah, so there's the square that you're at. There's just some ruined buildings that are so destroyed and ruined that their purpose is lost to time. Except for the barracks or garrison or whatever, which Lekai, you do, once again, to reiterate, recognize the purpose of immediately.
Well, I guess not that I would know, but this is the barracks, or is it the one? Okay.
Yeah. Lekai speaks up to Rhyol before she gets to the door. We want to be careful here. This is looks like the barracks from what I remember, and this is honestly in too good a condition compared to this entire area.
You guys look around and you do notice like a couple of these questionable taste gargoyles looming on top of each ruin. It seems like this is where those nature imp-like creatures must have gotten their inspiration from.
I guess taking some of your warning, investigate the door.
Okay.
Check for anything.
Okay. Looking for traps.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's absolutely an investigation check. So you take,
or maybe even just traps, or if there's any signs of people have been using it or whatnot.
So you take a few moments while the rest of your group catches up to investigate this door here. You run your fingers on it, check it for a moment with just little pulses of arcane energy from your gadgets here and there. There doesn't appear to be anything that is kind of wired from it or to it that would trigger upon opening. And looking around, doesn't see like there's anything physical going on with it. Door seems clear. The door itself is made out of metal, no wood here to rot, and there's overgrowth encroaching upon it, vines leading up over it all the way to the roof. You quickly devise that this must be a 2-story building, rather than one huge barn or something.
Okay. Is the door locked?
The door's not locked.
Alright, I will open the door.
Ka-ching! Door opens with a metallic creak. Inside, this appears have weathered the years better than most buildings in town, indeed. They do make these buildings rather hardy. The rooftop seems like it has a simple battlement. There's just arrow-slit windows all around, even in the hallway. As you open the doorway, Rhyol, you're met with front and center an arrow-slit. It confirms that it was built to serve as a small keep in times of emergency. There's furnishings, just all of it dashed though. All the wood that might once have held a purpose is no longer. Racks to hold weapons and such, they're all gone. The weapons are still around though, rusty as they might be. So if you wanted to exchange your equipment, you could. little spit shine, maybe.
Yeah, I step in and I guess move to the next door. Or actually, yeah, this seems like it's
just kind of like an anteroom.
Yeah, just an anteroom. Alright. I'll I guess try to open the next door.
Okay.
Is that locked or is it open?
It's not locked. Alright, you open the next room. You're met with a main room of sorts. This has, you can see with your dark vision in the corner, a ladder that leads through a trapdoor that obviously goes to the roof. There's a chamber to the north, still closed by the door. And then you can see like there's a couple of bunks in here, providing quarters for 1, 2, 3, maybe about 10 soldiers, you guess, using that quick calculation. You can see that the main area might have been served as sort of a kitchen and pantry as well. There's piles of well-rotted sacks and barrels that have once held salted meat, immediately noticed by the pungent odor of meat left out in the air to dry. All the foodstuffs that is not gross has long since been devoured by vermin.
Rhyol like moves her hand out of her like armor frame to like plug her nose, like to scrunch her nose.
Lekai's gonna follow into the first door.
Okay.
And just watch from the second door.
Same stuff for
Right.
you. The smell might be a little more pungent for you because you're Tabaxi.
As he gets to the second door, he backs away from the smell.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'll open the third door.
Okay. Rhyol, as you move further in, the rest of your group catches up behind you. Aloe, the moment you... not the moment, that's... Aloe, as you catch up, you've been, like, looking over your shoulder constantly, taking in the area that you're in. And so you notice another druidic message, where the plants are aligned in such a manner to produce a certain meaning for you, a druid. You managed to cobble it together. It's in different places, as if like the message is like there's a bit left here, a bit left there, as like whoever was writing it was moving about. And the message reads, the beauty of this place is truly exquisite. The air is crisp, the leaves green, the wildlife know no fear. Even so close to the volcano, though this seems to be a sanctuary of nature. I humbly request any druid of sound mind and no urgent business to spend the day here. Also signed by Archdruid Siltroth Tilsi Aubrey. Still have no idea who that guy is, but his message is clear.
All right.
If what he was written wasn't such a stark contrast to the current situation. Aloe, as you're taking that in, Rhyol, you open this door, and you see in this chamber is just another 2 double bunks, crashed and smashed to the ground, covered in ash.
Still no Tabaxi.
Roll an investigation check. Roll a Tabaxi check.
Tabaxi check. Alright, what is that?
It's an investigation.
Okay.
That is good enough to find not a Tabaxi, but a D100, please.
Okay.
We got a 14. Oops. All right. Somehow, against all odds, Rhyol, underneath the bunk is a pot, like a cooking pot. It is made out of tin, and for whatever reason, it has evaded all rust, all wear and tear of the years. It is perfect. It even has no lid, sadly, but it does have a tin pot. Sorry, but it is a pot, no lid.
Okay.
It is a perfect size for a dwarf to wear on their head. I don't know.
Cool. Don't have much need for it, but that's a neat little find. And just for completion's sake, let me just open this back door. Yep, it's a door to the back.
Yep. It is the back door. You open it and you are met with the misty, foggy outside.
Alright. I guess I turn back, now noticing an Aloe in here. No one here. Seems, aside from a suspiciously well-kept pot, there's nothing here. Or at least on this floor.
Shocked if there was anyone here. This place reeks.
Well, I mean, I don't particularly think the person we're trying to find is anywhere by choice. So, I guess I'd go to the ladder at this point.
Okay.
Go up the. It does go up to the second floor, right?
Yeah, you are now on top of the roof.
Oh, okay.
It just goes straight to the roof.
Okay.
It is level around here. The second floor is open air, and you can peer over the battlements into this foggy, shrouded remnants of a town. You can see the silhouettes of a couple buildings to your right, which is west. As you peer out, you can see with your vantage point, you can see the large tower that is on the hill, and unfortunately, we're not able to see much around us. You can see the town square below, but due to the mist and the fog, it's obscuring a lot of what could have been in the past a rather lovely sight over the forest, where perhaps once there was lovely sunbeams coming down from the sky, nice chirping of the birds, but now, as you gaze, there's only destruction.
Okay, so it's like Alright, I was gonna ask if I was able to get with this better vantage point, get more of a better observation of if there's been movement in the area, but I guess if the mist is sort of just too much of a factor, I guess it wouldn't really be any
mist. No, unfortunately.
It wouldn't be any more useful. Alright. I will climb back down.
While you're up there, though, you do notice a movement that is not your party.
Where?
To the southwest of the town square. It's make a perception check.
Okay.
You automatically notice the movement, but we'll see what you do. We'll see what you do find. It is just kind of small, short bursts of movement. These belong to small forms.
Interesting. Oh wait, I guess I would be able to. I yell out because I'm literally outside to the rest of the group.
Interesting.
I forgot that I was because of the line of sight. Because I'm still tokens in the building. I forgot that they're literally just right out there. I would say to who's even out here right now. Yeah. Okay.
Karydin is out here.
Karydin. Yellow. There's something to the southwest. Something just moved.
Karydin is going to unsheath Kestrel and begin running in that direction.
Okay.
I point, this direction, I guess.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Aloe's peeking out this door.
Aloe's gonna look through. Or Lekai's gonna look through the door to see if he can spot anything moving
All right.
outside of Karydin.
Karydin, you unsheath Kestrel and begin charging off. And yeah, let's go roll initiative because some things are going to try to kill you.
Okay.
Xalia is still putting an illusory bakery under the door.
Okay, an illusory bakery. What confections are we up to now?
Oh, finally.
We're up to some crepes, some cupcakes, some macaroons.
All right. Each time you do, you hear the scratching of bones against stone floor, and you are met with just skeleton noises as they are not receiving their confections. It is befuddling. How could this happen? The skeletons, quote, think, quote. I think maybe after this last time, like after the last thing you put on, put under, there's like a bang on the door. It's like.
She's gonna bang on the door right back.
Oh.
Oh no.
And then it's just skeleton noises. That's what
She's
all
gonna
sounds.
make bug skeleton noises, which are.
Okay, with the bug skeleton noises, you have coaxed them into quietness.
Anyway, the actually important things.
They understand you. They obey. Yes,
Like
mistress.
Amazing.
Meanwhile, like directly behind you, apparently something happened.
Roll me. What's the funniest way of handling this? Roll me an animal handling check, Xalia.
Oh no.
With advantage.
Okay.
Not bad. Okay. You during this interaction with the skeletons on the other side, and also thinking back on your arcane talents, you feel like you've managed to establish some actual form of communication with these aimless, masterless skeletons that don't have a job anymore, and you feel like through some minor like coaxing and patience, you're able to get them to respond to simple stimulus.
Nice.
Oh god.
Meanwhile, nature has once again come upon you.
Okay.
That's a lot of nature.
Uh-huh.
And
They just keep coming.
Soup. Okay. So Karydin, being ready for combat, coupled by your excellent dexterity roll, or dexterity check of initiative, you unsheath Kestrel and dart forward. What would you like to do?
Karydin is going to...
As the gargoyles come alive.
Yeah,
That we're hanging
he's
on
gonna
the ruins.
take a step towards this method and swing with Kestrel.
Do it. Uh, 22 will absolutely hit. A 13 will...
Blast them.
Oops. 14.
That was 14.
Hang on. A 14 will hurt it a lot. 13 will hurt it a lot. You cleave off both of its wings as the gargoyle that was standing on on top of this building just falls down and is now standing. Shing! The silver gleams, cutting a path through the mist.
That will be all for this turn.
And while you're up there, I'll go ahead and remove the wall for you, because you're technically
Oh,
on
cool.
top.
Oh, whoa, okay.
So, like, you can stay up here on the battlements, or you can go back down.
Let vision shine brightly.
Let's see. This method here is going to run up, flap up, just the caked mud wings, dripping boiling mud into the ground with each flap, just floop, 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 and is going to blast Aloe with some mud.
Not
I need
again.
I need a dexterity saving throw. You're no longer feeling lucky, so this is a regular roll.
Oh no.
Oh no! Aloe, there's mud all over your face. It gets in your eyes. It burns. It's getting into your feathers. You just cleaned yourself. This. Dang it. Rhyol, from your advantageous position, you have warned your allies, and then
Am I actually even in range?
for what?
Well, one. Oh, okay. I'm not actually in range to melee anything. Alright, so yeah, I'll just. I guess, just in range. A harpoon launcher, this guy.
Okay,
Because that's literally the only thing I'm in range for.
do it. A 14 will hit that guy.
Neat.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Well, damage, and it gets pulled, I guess, over here.
Alright. Splort. your harpoon smashes through him and then yoinks him forward with true get over here spirit.
And then I'll climb down. Does that take like additional movement, or is it just like
It's just 5
Instead
movement
of-
to get down.
okay? Then I move here, and that's all my movement.
Alright. You notice that twig that you smashed is already not looking so great. Aloe. You can't see anyway.
Aloe's gonna blindly stumble back into the doorway he was just peeking through. And
He like stumbled through me. I like try and move out of your way.
I guess I'm gonna end my turn here and try to wipe the mud out.
Okay. If you use your action to wipe the mud out, I'll just give it to you instead of having to make a
okay.
saving throw.
I'll do that then.
There you go. This blight of nature, Karydin, as you run up to this method and swing at him, this dude is gonna swipe at you with bark and claws. Look out! A 13 to hit.
It's not hit.
It ends its turn.
It really do be like that.
Let's see. This one, after just having been dashed away, or sorry, after just having been pulled a few feet by Rhyol, is going to run towards Mint alarmingly fast and will claw at her. And will hit her for 3 damage.
Did Mint ever roll initiative? I don't see her on the
Oh, well, she rolled an initiative now.
thingy thing.
Oh, did
She's still angry.
She's so
Xalia's not? Wait,
Zayla's not participating in combat.
okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask. Yeah. Okay.
Until someone yells at her or she gets hit, she's not participating.
Fair enough.
Probably doesn't even hear.
I'm sure she hears.
This
She
one.
just has her priorities.
Alright. These
Not
two
necessarily bad. Just
75
her own
feet, yeah.
priorities.
dudes, 2 more attacks against Karydin.
Mm.
You do like a bull. You deflect their claws, taking a few steps back, ching ching, to not get hit. Mint's mad. She's
Yeah.
going to. Let's see. She's going to dive over here in this ruin. Take an opportunity attack while she does so.
Okay.
Yeah, her AC's 14.
You're glad you took the rest now.
And then, ferociously, she's going to whip out her heavy crossbow and yell out, Karydin, duck!
Karydin ducks as best he can.
Soup. Ah, terrible. Wait, is that a... Yeah, terrible. But it still hits the mud method, which is who she's aiming at. And she's going to pump it full of ice magic.
Mm.
So damage to the method is 6. And then 10 feet, which is unfortunately also Karydin,
Whatever, you can take it.
takes 4 damage. And
Well, 2, because you're resistant to cold, right?
Yeah.
that's correct. The twig blights are not, and they take the full damage. And this blast of cascading ice shards pelter and reduce the twig blights all around you, Karydin, to smithereens. Just crash. They're frozen in an instant, and these shards make many holes in these twig blights. They're all dead. Lekai. There's a commotion
Lekai.
and a warning.
Lekai, seeing the entire thing go down, unsheaths the 2-bladed scimitar, and he is going to use advance. Oops, I didn't actually select it correctly. He's going to sneak his way up to attack this guy.
Okay.
Oh,
The
unfortunate.
method just like dissolves into the dirt travel road just for a moment, and then resurfaces to dodge your blow.
Let's see. Lekai's gonna use the other one to try and deal some more damage. Or at least anything.
Okay. You're striking the mud creature
Same one.
again? Okay. That's
Yeah.
20 hits.
And he
So,
applies
yeah.
Sneeko.
Let's see. Given no other creatures. You do not have sneak on this because there's a twig blade right here.
Oh, alright.
You are not 1v1ing.
I actually should have asked beforehand, but oh well, I messed up something else. Yeah, it's fine.
Hmm.
Just apply the 7
Okay.
and that'll be it.
Okie dokie. You carve into this mud creature with a with your attack, just whooshing, and it hurts a lot. You carve off its big stupid nose. There's just a mud nose in the ground. This one's going to punch Karydin.
Oh no!
Hiya!
Not the punch.
Oh, that
Roll for
actually
19.
hits.
Mega punch.
With this boiling mud caked fist, slam, it bonks you on the snout.
Ow.
Okay. At the end of the round, Xalia, what are you up to?
She's gonna tentatively open the door.
Okay. You are met with the sight of three skeletons.
She's gonna touch the one right in front of her's hand.
It doesn't really make any moves. It allows this.
Okay. She's going to, like, kind of weirdly dance maneuver of a bug skeleton to a human skeleton. Her way, like, squeeze past it inside and look around.
Okay.
And kind of gesture at them to all follow her.
Okay. Make an animal handling check with advantage.
Oh wait, that's a normal roll. Whoops, well...
That's
Well.
probably as good as we're gonna get, unless... Okay. The skeletons let you do this. Not letting the sounds of your party fighting phase you. You concentrate and move past the skeletons. They just stare at you, wordlessly. And you take a look around. Is dancing like it's concentration?
That,
Oh. Wait, me?
Yep.
Or does it have like a range limit?
It is... race up is 120 feet,
You're fine.
but it does not have concentration, apparently.
That's cool. Alright, so yeah, the lights are still here. Because Rhyol never turned them off. So you take a look around.
Yeah.
Give me a perception check, Xalia.
1 second. She's very good at perception checks.
Oh, I'm ready. Absolutely. Okay, so you walk in here. There's it's the same description as what we already found. So like there's like rotting books and stuff. Once you're past the skeletons, you're able to see the rest of the shop, and in the rest of the shop there is a where is it? Where'd it go? Oh, so yeah, beyond the skeletons is a crumpled humanoid form on the ground. Taking a look at it, with the dancing lights providing illumination, this is an orange Tabaxi. He's wearing adventuring gear, not unlike your own. There's leather armor that's reinforced with metal studs, thick pants, boots. There's no weapons around him, but he does have a paw, clutching a pendant. Pendant is finely cut emerald. The chest on this man rises and falls extremely slowly, suggesting that he is barely clinging to life.
So she's gonna try to pick him up and fail miserably because she has -1 strength. And then try to gesture to the skeleton to, hey, help me pick him up.
Okay. Make a regular animal handling check.
Wait, when you said chest to me, I totally thought you meant like a box chest.
No, that's correct.
Holy shit, Xalia.
To Rhyol, there is a box chest.
Oh, okay. That also has a hand on it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, I thought you were like this.
Alright.
Okay, at least now I don't feel like
and-
that's stupid.
And also make me an Arcana check, Xalia.
Okay.
To control a skeleton that's not yours.
She's gonna fail this one now, watch.
Hey!
+6 though.
10.
No.
10 and being trained in Arcana is what you need. That's fine.
Wow.
Because you're trained in it, and that lowers the DC because we do that. Sure, a skeleton picks up this barely clinging to life orange Tabaxi form, A little roughly, because it's a skeleton. Come on.
Yeah.
But yeah, he does it. You now you are now in charge of a skeleton.
What's the Arcana check?
The Arcana check was to see if the skeleton like obeys you or not, instead
Okay.
of just like doing something.
All right. So we're now going to take the skeleton and start heading towards where we think the party is.
Okay. All right. Karydin.
Hi.
A
Karydin.
mud method just punched you in the mouth.
Karydin's mad. Karydin angry. Karydin's swaying with Kestrel.
Can't believe you're playing a barbarian.
17 hits. 9 damage kills the Mephit.
Karydin just slices the Mephit in half.
You slice the Mephit in half. I need a dexterity saving throw from you.
Mm-hmm.
Note to self, don't make Karydin angry.
You're just now making this note.
As the hawk scream emits from Kestrel, the mud method just spontaneously combusts and sends mud everywhere, and you are now blinded. No, sorry. That one's actually restrained. You're restrained by the mud.
Yeah, so, as the hawk scream sounds, you also hear a loud "ah!" because he just got covered in boiling mud.
Yep. It hurts, but luckily you're protected, so
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
really warm.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very uncomfortable on your face, and it immediately solidifies you to the ground.
Yeah.
Mud Method is going to punch Lekai because Lekai cut him.
Unbelievable.
Sock! With boiling mud, you take 2 damage.
Can't believe he didn't hit at the weak point.
He's not, the mud method's not smart enough to hit the weak point.
Attacking the blades.
Go for it. These guys have 13 AC. Yeah, that hits.
Hey, a little bit
Slam.
of 7.
Okay.
Big little bit of bonk.
You give it a little. You give it a little bonk, and it just you smash it into the ground, and it breaks into a million splinters.
Mm-hmm. Did these ones explode too? Oh no, that was just the vine ones.
Would you
Never
like it
mind.
to explode?
That was sticking with the vine ones. I mean, I'm always down for consequences of my actions.
No, these do not explode. They are just they're just nature.
Okay.
What else would you like to do?
Nope, my turn's over. I'm dead.
Okay, Aloe.
Aloe's gonna run back out here. See the mud method.
Mud method sees you. Waves his fist angrily at you.
Okay. He's mud, right?
Yes. Appears
Can
to be made out of mud.
I don't think that works.
I think that fortifies him.
What would you like to
My
do with
turn,
Mold
right?
Earth?
Difficult terrain.
What was it?
Can I like make them all weird and spiky and turn them into difficult terrain?
Okay. Roll an Arcana check.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no.
You go to take out your mold earth spell and begin casting on the creature, but you do get the sense that it does have a little more control over its own form than you would of it if you were to try to take hold of
Unfortunate.
it. So you realize that that would not work with your current skill level, perhaps.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh,
But that does
Could
not
you,
take
like-
your action.
Cool.
you know what? It doesn't really matter. It's not a. Never mind.
It's like a... So you can choose to do something else if you like.
Alright. I'll just chuck a flame at him.
Okay. That'll hit. In 18 hits. Four damage. Yeah, so you chuck this produce flame and it blasts into him and immediately like hardens and dries up some of the mud on his face. He's got like a cracked face mud now.
Cool.
Mint will shoot him. Loading another crossbow, she slams another crossbow bolt and fires it into the mud method. It hurts him a lot. He doesn't like that. Getting shot does not feel good. Lekai.
Lekai, hearing Karydin yelling after killing the mudmen, decides to make a smart option, and he's going to throw the dagger of returning. Actually, wait, I can't do that.
You can move.
Ooh. Am I misunderstanding it? It would be opportunity, right? Or the swashbuckler effect comes in.
You have to like make an attack against him for Swashbuckler, I think.
Yeah, it would be first, correct?
Fancy footwork. You learn how to strike and then slip away. If you make a melee attack, against your creature, that creature can't make opportunity attacks against you for the rest of your turn. So you have to
Attack first.
swipe at him.
Yeah, so he's going to use his dagger to deal damage to him and finish him off.
An 8 unfortunately does not hit.
Unlucky rolls.
Well, you have
It wiggles
more
out.
daggers, I guess.
Yep, he's gonna try the dagger of returning instead. It's like,
That definitely does hit. As you catch the mudmyth, it's trying to like limp away as everyone converges on it, but it's like,
But
yeah, that does it. That's enough. It had 7 HP left. So naturally, I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw. As it explodes and loses the structural integrity, just and cascades mud all the way around. Rhyol, you are temporarily restrained with boiling mud to the ground.
It's like getting in the gears. It's like, God, now I gotta wash this. If this Death Blast actually did damage, I was gonna like try and argue maybe like the mold earth could like keep the explosion like together so it wouldn't. But then I was like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't actually damage us, so it's not that big of a deal.
I was actually thinking if we made it spiky and then we killed it, it would have actually hurt us. This.
Whatever. Will be fun.
Aloe's secretly on
What?
the other team.
Just because you're angry that you got blinded doesn't mean we need to get hit.
Trying to kill us.
Okay. We'll say, as Xalia, you managed to lead your skeleton friend carrying some sort of wounded Tabaxi, wherever you like. As that's happening, Karydin, you can break out of the restraints.
Yeah, Karydin does that.
So like 10 seconds after you punch this last mudman, Xalia comes skittering in with a skeleton just dutifully clumping along behind her, carrying. orange Tabaxi. And she's gonna skitter right up to in view of Mint and point directly at her, and then point at this Tabaxi.
Oh boy.
Where are you, like, which direction are you coming from? Like,
She's
here,
coming up,
there.
yeah. And then Skeleton, come with me.
Karydin would notice you then. He sees the skeleton and gets ready to attack it, but then he notices that it's holding the Tabaxi.
And it's following Xalia.
Uh-huh. And then, like, he looks at you pointing at Mint, and then looks at you pointing at the Tabaxi and goes, "Is that? Mint, come look! Mint, we may have found Kirsch."
Where? Let's see if Mint punches the skeleton.
Yeah, no. I was about to say, like, I was waiting for it to just shoot it.
Alright, she walks up and sees this orange Tabaxi being held gingerly, Princess Carrie, in a in a skeleton's arms, but still, like, kind of roughly, like, just swinging him from side to side.
And Xalia's gonna put him down motions.
No sense of daintiness. Make an animal handling check.
Okay. I thought it was obeyed me now. I thought I didn't have to keep doing this.
Oh, okay. Make an Arcana check then.
Okay.
Alright, that's fine. So, and the skeleton obeys you, and also is able to, you're able to infuse your intent into the skeleton, and instead of unceremoniously dumping him on the ground, it just sets him down.
She's gonna try to time it so that he's like getting put down as Mint gets here, so she can grab him.
Okay. Mint runs up and knee slides across the dirt, and obviously she has immediately recognized her husband and cradles him in her arms. You get this shot of this reunite of husband and wife. Two lovers, two orange Tabaxis. She immediately starts crying. Kirsch, I thought I lost you. I couldn't find you. Why did you stay away? Why didn't you come back? Kirsch is unresponsive. It's out.
Xalia's gonna excitedly jump a little bit.
Through a runny nose and snot dripping out of her nose, and teary eyes, she's gonna look up at you. Thank you. Where did you find him?
She points straight back down. She's gonna wave over, like, she's gonna gesture at both Aloe and Rhyol and just kind of wave them both over.
Yeah.
Mint's just rocking back and forth on her knees, cradling Kirsch.
We're gonna pat Mint on the head.
She'll burble out a thank you over and over and over. She's an incomprehensible mess. She's just muttering things to her, to Kirsch, to you, just trying to talk him back into consciousness.
How bad and how bad of a shape is Kirsch?
One medicine check, please.
Medicine. Where you at?
He is not moving. He's super bloody. It is clear and obvious that he has had a bad run. He is alive, but you're not able to determine, like, how alive.
Oh. Fine.
She looks. She looks around. He's in bad shape. Can anyone heal him? Is he? I hate to ask. Or like a potion. Can we make him drink one of the magic drinks? Or
Xalia's gonna try giving
Karydin pipes up and says, I'm sorry, I don't have anything. He's, walking over.
Xalia's gonna pull hers out and just offer it to Mint.
Okay. She takes it, crams it in his mouth, kind of like massages his neck a bit. Kirsch, wake up! Kirsch, drink this. It's your favorite. It's tasty. Oh, please, I need you. Hey.
Did it work?
Oh, whoops, he was already at full health. So 8. You see some of the wounds, some of the open wounds that have been stabbed into Kirsch's studded leather armor, and the cuts on his badly blood-matted fur. They close up a bit from the magic of the potion of healing, and he seems like he's gonna be okay. However, he does not come to consciousness. Ignore that. Yeah. However, he does not come to consciousness. He, his breathing is a little ragged, as you all kind of tend to him. Unlike all the other times that you've picked somebody up off the ground with a potion of healing or a healing spell, it seems like there might be something else wrong with him.
Can I Arcana to see if there's anything magical going on wrong?
Go for it.
What a roll.
It's pretty good. So you concentrate for a moment and try to sense the magic. See if there's anything impeding Kirsch's healing abilities. And there doesn't seem to be anything magical going on. His ley lines are fine. The course of magic that every natural creature has, those are fine. Those are his magical veins are fine. There doesn't seem to be anything magical preventing his awakening. Mint's kind of blubbering at this point. Why isn't he awake? Someone.
I don't.
Not magic.
He could just be exhausted. I mean, how long? He's been out here for who knows how long. But where was he exactly?
Xalia's gonna point back at the building.
In there?
She pets the skeleton.
Rhyol stares into Karydin.
I saw nothing in there. There were the skeletons, and I closed the door.
We were about to search the entire rest of this town, and he was in the first building we looked in.
I have
Rhyol just kind of lets out a very deep. She inhales very deeply, and just exhales. It's just like.
Lekai tries to see if he can see anything unnatural on Kirsch.
Okay.
I guess maybe a device or anything, or a curse or so, whatever.
Okay. So you're seeing if there's anything on him or attached to him?
Yes.
Okay, well, investigation. A 15, not bad. So you look at him and you see kind of like check under his armor and whatnot. Doesn't seem to be any kind of attachment. He appears to be just regular, orange Tabaxi, just a venture. You get a good feel for his general form, just checking him out. Mint allows you, of course. And doesn't seem to be anything like, what's the word? Engraved on him. Doesn't seem to be any weird sigils or anything. There's no weird device or thing clamped on him or anything like that. It's just regular Tabaxi fur.
Is he still breathing like really shallowly?
Yes. Mint's looking around you all now. Her face is slowly descending into a panicked expression. She's begging you to do something. It's like, please, anyone...
Is he still breathing really shallowly?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
I know you guys do this all the time.
I mean,
Make him stand up. Make him open his eyes.
There's nothing on him that is unnatural.
can I... Sorry. So what exactly happened with the healing potion?
He was healed, and you saw his wounds close up and such. So the potion definitely worked and had an effect on his body, but it just didn't make him come back to consciousness.
Okay. No, I have. I guess hold out this potion of vitality. This might be more effective.
She takes the... Mint does. She takes the different looking potion. What's this?
A healing potion of a slightly different kind. Would remove any disease or poison if he had it, or I don't know how I would translate getting hit die or using hit die, but
I know what a hit die is, Rhyol.
I don't know how to translate that into real game non-game mechanics, but Rhyol would explain that it's also very more potent healing than a healing potion would.
She looks at it for a moment, taking the glance at the crimson's like pulsing liquid or pulsing light.
Lekai speaks up. If he's not being controlled physically or through any means of magic, and seems like his wounds are closed, it could be that he's just exhausted.
I believe that potion would.
Yeah, that potion would actually. Yeah, it actually would. So.
It's a good bet.
Seems worth a shot.
She unstoppers it, opens Kirsch's mouth and pours it down. Coaxes his body into swallowing it. And waits. The vial is the vial is now empty. She waits. You all wait. The skeleton waits.
Xalia pats the skeleton.
Is that just...
Skeleton's a little freaky.
Obeying you?
The skeleton's a little freaky. It's just... Yeah.
Xalia shrugs.
How did you even manage to control one? Aren't the other two just still there?
Xalia shrugs. Xalia is going to shapeshift into a very peculiar shape and then she's going to fit her torso and head inside the skeleton's ribcage and skull.
What? Okay.
Ignoring that, Karydin thinks. Karydin sort of speaks to himself. It's not magic. It's not exhaustion. Maybe he just needs food and water? I can't...
Oh, we didn't see if the exhaustion did anything. I just said it was an idiot before he finished.
Fair enough.
I mean, do we want to check again for magic just to make sure, or?
It's...
Did the exhaustion potion do anything?
The potion of vitality?
Yeah.
After this brief conversation between you all, waiting for something to happen, suddenly Kirsch just lurches in a quick motion and just throws up in Mint's lap. Just there's this awful, nasty, just very elongated vomit session, and it's just all over Mint's lap. Mint pats him on the head. I love you.
I guess... I guess that's a better sign than nothing.
I see this as an absolute win.
I mean, if you have a cat, you have to be ready for them to puke.
That's true. Karydin hands Mint a water skin.
Aloe, what's the medicine check?
I was just seeing if Aloe pieced it together.
Okay. And Kirsch's eyes flutter open after this expenditure. Looks all around you. And he looks up. And he sees the orange paws around him. And he looks up and he sees Mint. Oh. Hello. I see you brought friends. Hi. I should thank you.
Xalia waves from inside the skeleton.
Real very quickly. Please do not mind that skeleton. It is with us for the most part. kind of says under her breath, like for the most. Like the last part was just under her breath, but the Wraithguard, the necromancers are dead.
It looks like he's trying to process what Xalia is doing.
It is. Trust me, it is best not. Just don't think about that right now. Just focus on the fact that I guess you're alive and rescued.
And that you are going to be taken back to Brave Bank immediately. We are getting you home.
Yes. I imagine I have caused some trouble. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mint. The Wraithguard. I know that that's what they call themselves. You said you defeated them all.
Well, it would appear so. Considering looking at the other two skeletons just still standing in that that building, doesn't appear to be anyone left commanding these skeletons. So
we've at least defeated the ones around this area.
Yeah. So
I was here because that dragon, Malhazek, he has he has the ruby that we need to get to Forge. That's why I came here. I was defeated and captured before I could get it. The dragon has incredibly keen senses. It seems like it knows where one is it, unless you're hiding behind something. The Wraithguard have been keeping me alive to use as some sacrifice for some altar in the middle of a mountain. They saw me cast magic and their demeanor changed.
Well, if it's a ruby you're looking for to get into the forge, we may not need to go after the dragon.
Oh,
Well,
you have it already.
We, may have two.
well, currently we only have one. Wait, how do you
Our
know
group-
about the forge exactly?
What? Say it again, please.
How I ask Kirsch, how do you know about the Ember Forge exactly? And the keys to open it?
Mint will answer for him, and she'll say, "We know that Aloe he used to live in the village in Bravebank, and through him and Kier's stories, and also just direct word of mouth, that's what happened. That's how we came to know it. It's a legend, of course."
Shit, but why were you? Why go out alone to try and get it then?
I mean, do you remember the state of the town? Who else would have helped him?
I figure if I was only one, I could creep in and steal it and creep out.
You knew that you knew about the Wraithguard already? That they were trying to enter the, or that they were working with the Rustlers to enter the Ember Forge?
Not quite. I knew that something was afoot, and I was trying to preemptively prepare for whatever we needed. I knew the legend was true since we had Aloe here in town, and I could only assume that his pet now would take the ruby when he escaped in flight.
Well, we have a member of we're actually working with a member of the Lord's Alliance to, I guess, protect the Ember Forge, and we have him going to the forge itself. Right now, and Rhyol would cut herself off and sort of like, sort of just like you could tell in her mind, like she just made a connection, like she just sort of a switch has been flipped, and she instantly, or very quickly, pulls out the sending stone and tries to contact Amaretto.
Okay. Beep, boop, 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 beep, beep, beep. Unfortunately, Rhyol, the sending stone has already been used today, and it is
Oh, is that how that
produce
works?
the magic to call Amaretto sour. It is a once per day item, and Amaretto used it to call you.
Oh, fuck. Okay. That's not good.
That is very not good, huh?
Did not realize it was worked like that. Okay. So
Well,
there was
trip.
another.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just say to the party, there was a with the Wraithguard, there was a second letter from the salamander, the black salamander, they said that they were going to follow Amaretto, or that they not follow. Sorry, mixed up my letters. I will just literally post the letter in the Discord, so I don't. But I would say something anyways. I didn't post it first because I didn't tell you about this initially because I didn't think it was relevant, but just realized I think he might be in danger. I think a salamander might be realize that he was going to the forge itself and might try and use him and whatever power he has to open it. And we and we also did give him a key anyways, but I believe like they know of him, that we freed him, and that they failed to kill him, so
we need to head back immediately then. I cannot imagine a safer place for one of these rubies to be than in the Hoard of a Dragon.
Yeah, it very much seemed like these Wraithguard could not get to it.
So I believe for now, maybe later this will be an issue, but we need to head back to Bravebank and get going to the mine.
We even have time to stop at Bravebank? I mean,
we are not bringing Kirsch and Mint into that mine.
They're in no condition to fight.
Right.
Barely. Mint just escaped from captivity mere days ago, and Kirsch is barely awake. So we will absolutely not be taking you to the mine.
Thalia's going to do the minor illusion thing because she realized she can't do that now, and think of your daughter. It's just coming out from the skeleton's mouth. She's gonna make it go wait, and it's exactly that intonation.
Think of your daughter.
Mint she's still a joyful sobbing mess, rocking back and forth. She's got throw up on her, she doesn't care. And she'll nod, yes. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere without Kirsch. And he's not going anywhere without me if he knows what's good for him. Not anymore. And Cherry's birthday's coming up. We've got to make sure we're both there for it, huh? Kirsch just replies with a sleepy confirmation. Aye.
Then we shouldn't delay any longer. We should
Agreed.
definitely get out of here.
I will say, adventurers, that if you plan to enter that mine and gain any rewards from the legend, you'll need all of the rubies.
Okay, that is very good to know, in fact.
That is good to know. At the very least, they can't enter.
Well,
But
Or you'll have to find another way.
it seems like this salamander might have had another way.
I mean, if we do that, we can do it after we've taken care of the immediate threat.
Yes, I agree. Just make sure Amaretto, and it's not even just him.
Amaretto and Sig.
Yeah, Sig, they're both there. I mean, I'm sure. Not that I don't have confidence in their ability to defend themselves, but the fact that we cannot reach them, not through any dangerous means, but just I do not feel comfortable just leaving them with no information. And as we said, a dragon has prevented these Wraithguard so far from getting this last key, and sort of driven them to try and find these alternative solutions in the first place. So this dragon might be a good asset for us right now.
You might be right. I fear for this alternative solution. If they, based on what I know of what they were murmuring around me, they intended to use me, myself, my body, to enter the forge.
It appears.
I fear for your Lord's alliance, friend.
Yeah. His name was Amaretto. I don't know if you've ever met him or not.
He shakes his head.
Okay. Alright, well. So, any objections with momentarily leaving the third key with the dragon? And actually, what? How long would it have been since Amaretto called exactly?
You are unable to determine the passage of time in this area because
all the
it is
cloud
so muddled with mist and fog. You're only able to see sunbeams coming down from the canopy, but you've been here for so long that it doesn't make sense that there would be sunbeams because you arrived here early evening. So you've started to get the idea that these sunbeams are also a magical effect of the area.
Okay.
Kirsch is still staring at the skeleton, like he's trying to figure out what's going on, but he can't.
Xalia is going to shapeshift so she can duck out and then just like lean over and wave like out of the fucking like out of the ribcage.
As you do.
Uh-huh.
Kirsch is going to ask,
She's not gonna skludge the whole way out, like just flop onto the floor.
forgive me, I cannot see. What manner of creature are your companions? Mendel will tell him. Dragonborn, Tabaxi, Kenku, North, and
Thing.
whatever she wants. Whatever she wants, I guess.
I
She's
don't
currently
know.
she's currently like a weird blood monster.
Xalia is Xalia.
Karydin
That's
has
it.
literally no idea what Xalia is.
That's really all there is to say.
Well, I formally thank you. It's obvious by now, but I am Kirsch Jubilee. Nice to meet you, certainly. The pleasure is all mine.
Well, I think we have more time for pleasantries on our way back to Bravebank.
Okay. Bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah, Rhyol will just start moving back towards the cart.
Okay.
Xalia will take her skeleton with her.
Guys follow suit.
Alright. Everyone heading back to the cart then?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright. So you all head back to the cart. as you exit. Did you park? Forgive me, I forgot. I didn't write it down in my notes. Did you park the cart before the mist or after? Does anyone remember?
We would have probably ridden it into the mist, into like around like right, like pretty much right at the edge of the map, and then like gotten off, tied it.
All right.
I don't think we ever actually said anything, but I feel like that would make sense.
Okay, that's
for
fine.
us.
Man, wouldn't it suck if the dragon ate your horses? So
That would be real unfortunate.
The good news is that that didn't happen. Praise be on the D20 roll. So you guys make it back to your cart. One of the horses is still wounded, where it took that nasty stab from the knoll. And you guys gingerly set Kirsch on the most comfort you can find. He's in for a bumpy ride. Mint doesn't leave like a distance of 1 foot from him the entire time. She's always touching him and like keeping him and holding him and making sure that this is her burden. She's sitting in the back with still with his head in her lap. And you guys coax the horses out of this spooky area. As you exit the mists, the skeleton falls apart and just clatters to the ground with many bones. So there goes that. You get experience in the amount of... so it shrieks, the magic no longer sustaining it. You get the sense that with its master is no longer around. Only the ambient magic of the Umber city was keeping it integrated. And you head back to Brave Bank, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. If you're going to, all right. So if you're going to Brave Bank, I will ask: are you doing anything special on the road there?
Xalia is going to start like drawing on the skeleton.
On the skeleton bones?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mint's watching you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Oof, yeah, it's a bumpy ride.
Ugh. Keep it in the tubes back. Or sorry, keep it on the road. We're in the tubes back here.
Karydin is desperately trying to like lean back and get comfy, but the ride is way too bumpy. You just see him like vaguely uncomfortable in the back of the cart, like shifting every so often. His armor's getting hot and sweaty. It's kind of gross.
God, wait. God, just imagining like a lizard sweating.
They can't, actually. That's kind of the point.
Anyways.
Yo, is this the one game? Oregon Trail?
God.
Brave Bank Trail.
The skeleton died of dysentery.
It's true, I gave him the disease icon.
Kirsch is thirsty.
Kirsch is thirsty. Kirsch is thirsty.
I mean, he was away from his wife for a very long time.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Maybe half dead for part of it.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I guess they have that in common.
Yeah.
Both are almost dead.
We are moving on.
Alright, moving on. Is anyone doing anything of anything mechanically in the along the way? Or are you talking to your companions or anything? If not, we'll just head straight to Brave Bank.
I'm chilling.
Okay.
Guy is just checking his bandages. Otherwise, he's chilling.
All right.
Xalia has drawn like jagged teeth on the skeleton.
I guess I'll just ask. What did we need what did someone wanted a diamond for something?
I believe it was clearing the curse on Lekai's scimitars.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It was a hefty price to pay without the diamond dust.
Yeah, found. Just so happens there was a diamond with those necromancers.
Lekai perks up. What? Really?
Yeah. I took it. Just not saying we just left it there, but I guess if you need that when we get a chance, that's something we could I guess look into.
We can definitely
Oh fuck!
handle that.
We forgot to. Speaking of money, we forgot to steal the platinum.
We can go back. Worst case scenario, the dragon grabs it.
Yeah, right. We'll be back there, I guess.
Oh, something I did forget to mention. I'm sorry. As you exit the mists and you're able to see clear sky, once again you realize it is extremely late. It is night time. It's like 11.
Oh.
You've been running around Umber and interacting with its inhabitants for quite some time. It is very dark and very starry sky.
Okay.
The moon is going to be a waxing, whatchamacallit? Waxing half? Edge.
Something like that.
A waxing, whatchamacallit? Get us.
Yeah.
Crescent.
Get us.
As opposed to a ghastly gibbous.
And
Let's go
Yep.
give it.
so you can make it back to Brave Bank. You can get there by the morning if you travel through, but you'll all take a point of exhaustion because you'll take a point of exhaustion mechanically, but it's because you'll be very tired, working through the night, making sure that everybody moves on. And sleeping in a car is not restful.
Yeah. Well, if we arrive there by dawn, I would immediately try and use the sending stone
Okay.
again to contact Amaretto.
Mm-hmm. You'll probably arrive there like at dawn, but I'm just letting you know that you'll be very tired. Functional, because you're an adventurer, and you're able to push through with your adrenaline and all sorts of problems. Able to fell hydras with 1 HP left for several turns, but so you're able to push through. But you'll be tired and probably whenever you try to do something might be difficult.
We can go get the platinum and then rest. Short rest to get there by about noon.
Well, okay. My thought is
It's whatever you guys want to do. I'm just letting you know that if you go through the
well, I mean, kind of. I guess. So you're saying you'd have to stop and
If you
make
have to
camp.
stop and rest.
Yeah,
Is what you're saying.
if you want to avoid the exhaustion, you'll have to stop and rest. And you'll
We
resume
have
your
been in
travel
fight to
the
fight. Yeah, we have been in back-to-back fights in that entire area.
back to
It's
back.
true.
Yeah. As you exit the dungeon-like atmosphere of the city of Umber, you realize that it is very late.
God. Okay. Wait, give me a sec.
So your two choices are get to Brave Bank in the morning and have a single point of exhaustion, which is just checks. Or you can camp and then get to Brave Bank at maybe afternoon. No, sorry.
Okay.
Get to Brave Bank early evening. It's the same time you arrived at Umber. It'll be early evening, like 4 or 5, 6 p.m.
Okay, and then just if we were to go sort of from where we are to straight to the mine.
Do you know where the mine is? Do you have a map depicting the mine?
Yes. So say if we were to camp and then go to the mine directly, how early would that be?
Do you? I don't recall anyone giving you a map that displays where the mine is.
Oh, I guess we wouldn't know where the
One
mine.
Kirsch gave us doesn't say the mine.
One Kier?
Yeah.
Here, yeah.
We only know the relative direction from Brave Bank.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, well, perhaps we should heed our own advice that we were giving to Mint. If we can't reach out to Amaretto until the dawn anyways, we might as well try to be as rested and prepared for whatever his situation may be.
Have run into.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that even if we deal with Amaretto in the best of situations, I'll need some sleep to handle him.
We probably have to restock on potions as well, so it'll probably be useful for us to at least pick up the platinum while we can.
We're not going back there. We might camp, but we're not going back to the forest. There's no point. I mean, I assume that we're like semi down the road at this point.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, I think we could still turn back, and it wouldn't be too much of a time sink. But my thought is, so say perchance we're lucky enough that nothing has happened to them yet, and they maybe, for all we know, they've already gone back to Brave Bank, and they tell us that there's no problem at all. They're safe. Then, well,
Rhyol, make a history check with advantage.
why am I? Okay. What I'm trying to say is, we would.
Oh my god.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I told them to do reconnaissance, and they probably wouldn't have come back in the same day.
I was gonna say, as you're like formulating this plan, like thinking out loud, your mind drifts back to the phone call that you had with Amaretto. And with a 5, I'll give you. They mentioned that they might take it slow.
Yeah, I guess I'm not necessarily. This is all hypotheticals of maybe they detected something and ran away. Maybe, they did get there and decided to leave. In just the random chance that is the case, then camping here would still be the best option, because then we theoretically could just turn right back around and try and get that last key from the dragon. But I doubt we'll be that lucky. But it's just something to keep in mind.
Regardless, we should rest.
Mm-hmm. We should make camp.
Okay. So you guys are camping alongside the high road.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wait, is this called the high road? Did I change it to something else?
The road.
The road. the road is its official name, in all
Cool.
in capitalizations.
The road.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, because this is the path to and from Umber. It's not the path to and from Blank Slate.
I guess Karydin will take first watch, given that we're, camping on the road.
Just because I can, I'm gonna use the amulet to try and create bonfire from the warlock cantrip.
Okay, do it.
Rhyol's
Yeah.
getting her first taste of magic, not just artificer jank.
Yeah, not just
Well,
like,
okay,
infusing
Okay.
spark of the arcane. It's still magic. It's just
Rhyol is knowledgeable of magic. She understands magic.
Fair
She
enough.
Yeah.
knows how to use it. She's just not particularly. She would have studied it to know how to incorporate it into her technology,
yeah.
but she's just not traditionally trained to use it.
It's techno magic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess
Go for it.
I'm gonna need to add all the. Oh yeah, I want
Here,
to kind
I'll
of
do
check it.
on that item, I'll do some housekeeping and I'll give it an Arcana check roll straight from the item instead of
Yeah,
having
that's no problem. It's just
to. Okay, yeah. So, sure, yeah. Create bonfire. What does your Shadowfell create bonfire look like?
So, Rhyol taking the chance to try and use this in a harmless environment, would have just holding out the amulet, and just trying to take it very simply, trying to create a fire, and I guess it would she'd view a space and just a fire, actually, how does Shadowfell? So it'd be shadowy, right? I guess it would. I'm not particularly too familiar with Shadowfell,
So you
myself.
you create a bonfire, and the flame is sort of like a turquoisey teal color.
Okay.
And then that is the color of the actual flames. The logs that form the bonfire. Writing that down for notes. We'll see what comes up with that. The bonfire, the logs that are forming it are sort of just positioned upwards in a triangle, and they are all purple color, this deep dark purple. And
Cool.
It's just giving off heat.
Rhyol will then look back at the amulet and just sort of, satisfied with herself, just be neat. This is
I feel a
pretty
little cold when you
interesting. Hmm. That is the opposite effect of creating a bonfire. That's not good.
No, there's
Yeah, a chill.
Yeah. And
Could I do I guess. I guess it would technically be an Arcana check to kind of vibe check the chill. I don't know how else to describe it. Is this a chill I should be concerned about?
No, it's just like when you're warming up. It's like a. That's it.
Okay. So it wasn't just a chill from the amulet, using the amulet.
Maybe not. Maybe. We'll see.
A vibe check in the chill.
Okay. Are you chill?
Am I chill?
Alright. And then,
No, that's fine.
Everyone can hit their long rest buttons. Sorry, you guys were formulating a watch?
I was gonna take first watch because we're on the road and there were gnolls.
Xalia is going directly to sleep and you can't stop her.
Understandable.
So we'll determine who's watching first. Who is standing guard over the party?
I mean, Rhyol would definitely be willing to take a watch. Doesn't matter. whichever should take the second. Or how many of the needs, I guess. The needs.
Okay. I think it's.
Oh.
I think it's 3 would suffice.
Lekai take the last watch.
Okay. Everyone's taking solo watches.
Yeah, suppose so.
Okay. All right. So as the starlight shines down upon you and the moonlight there, there's the quiet shuffling of Mint as she struggles to get comfortable and also not leave. Don't hit your long rest buttons yet, but
Oh, sorry.
the night hasn't completed yet.
You're right.
She struggles to get comfortable, and everyone's kind of winding down from their recent excursion into the dreary, mist-filled city of burnt city of Umber. You all are back one Tabaxi stronger, and found some interesting items and some interesting information, and some interesting abodes in there. And as we come back out, Karydin peers out into the into the darkness, listening for gnolls, listening for anything else that might come out and attack them. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Cool.
Neat.